Episode number 355. He started, and the prisoner saw that start, for their eyes were cast down, nothing escaped. What were you doing on that armchair? Asked he. Of what consequence? Replied Milady. But, replied Felton, I wish to know. Do not question me, said the prisoner. You know that we, who are true Christians, are forbidden to lie. Well, then, said Felton, I will tell you what you were doing, or rather what you meant to do. You were going to complete the fatal project you cherish in your mind. Remember, madam, if a God forbids falsehood, he much more severely condemns suicide. When God sees one of his creatures persecuted unjustly, placed between suicide and dishonor, believe me, sir, replied Milady, in a tone of deep conviction, God pardons suicide, for then suicide becomes martyrdom. You say either too much, or too little. Speak, madam. In the name of heaven, explain yourself. That I may relate my misfortunes for you to treat them as fables, that I may tell you my projects for you to go and betray them to my persecutor? No, sir. Besides, of what importance to you is the life or death of a condemned wretch? You are only responsible for my body, is it not so? And provided you produce a carcass that may be recognized as mine, they will require no more of you. Nay, perhaps you will even have a double reward. I, madam, I, cried Felton. You suppose that I would ever accept the price of your life? Oh, you cannot believe what you say. Let me act as I please, Felton, let me act as I please, said Milady, elated. Every soldier must be ambitious, must he not? You are a lieutenant. Well, you will follow me to the grave with the rank of captain. What have I, then, done to you? Said Felton, much agitated. That you should load me with such a responsibility before God and before men? In a few days you will be away from this place. Your life, madam, will then no longer be under my care, and, added he, with a sigh, then you can do what you will with it. So, cried Milady, as if she could not resist giving utterance to all indignation, you, a pious man, you are called a just man, you ask but one thing, and that is that you may not be inculpated, annoyed, by my death. It is my duty to watch over your life, madam, and I will watch. But do you understand the mission you are fulfilling? Cruel enough, if I am guilty, but what name can you give it? What name will the Lord give it, if I am innocent? I am a soldier, madam, and fulfill the orders I have received. Do you believe, then, that at the day of the last judgment God will separate blind executioners from iniquitous judges? You are not willing that I should kill my body, and you make yourself the agent of him who would kill my soul. But I repeat it again to you, replied Felton, in great emotion. No danger threatens you. I will answer for Lord de Winter as for myself.